Hi, this is a how-to on utilizing the mobile app for the ALRS system. In order to be able to use the app, you would need to be set up by a lodging admin at your base. You cannot set up an account on your own. The lodging admin actually has to set up an account for you. Once you once they input your information into the system, you will be given your username, and as I'll walk you through, your initial your initial password is your 10-digit mobile number. So all that information, you have to be sure that it is correct. You will be in communication back and forth, so we always want to make sure that we have the latest information. Even if you later along the line you get a new mobile number, just let your lodging admin know, and they can update the system. But in this case here, I was given MDA AM3090 for testing purposes. And then here, I will set up my, again, I'm going to utilize my 10-digit mobile number, no dashes or spaces. Once I input that, it will ask me to change my password, and it has to be between 4 to 6-digit numerical value. So in this case, I'll just use 1234. Hit submit. Once it verifies um, my mobile ID and my mobile phone number, it gives me access. This is the home screen here. And under reserve, we will be presented with all the UTA schedules that is available to us. Now, some sites goes like this is our testing site here, but we've set up all the UTAs, but some locations will only present maybe one UTA, 3 UTAs at a time. But here in this case, we have the check-in and check-out dates up here at the top. Yes, I can actually click on check-in and then pick a date in that manner. I can also do the same for checkout. Under checkout, I can pick a date. But in this case, just to simplify things, I'm just going to go ahead and I selected October 15, 2021 through October 17, 2021. And that went ahead and pre-populated that for us. Now, if you was to look this up, October 15th is a Friday. Now, because we deal with lodging, we have to be sure you have a space to stay from Friday, Saturday, because you leave Sunday morning. And we know that your UTAs is Saturday and Sunday. But for lodging purposes, it always starts on a Friday, so it's the 15th. Then we go to add options. Under add options here, for verification, you got your October 15, 2021 through October 17, 2021. And then here, if you're arriving before 1800 hours, go ahead and leave that ticked. If you feel that you're going to arrive after 1800 hours, go ahead and move it down to the bottom there. But by default, the before 1800 hours that's the one that's marked. Now here I'm going to hit submit. Now, your base may act a little different in terms of how the app functions, because here at this testing site is we have several hotels to choose from. Not all sites will give you the ability to select a hotel. So in this case, I just selected Presidential Inn. It does give me a countdown, and I hit confirm. Um, Generally, other sites will just have their lodging sites availability, and then they'll have it set from one, and when that one loads up, go to second, third, fourth, and fifth, and so forth, if there's lodging available. So I just hit confirm, and the message I got is your reservation request has been submitted. You will receive a text message when the process is complete. Okay, so we'll go ahead and hit the OK button there. And then here it takes us back to the home screen. So while we're here, any notifications that you may receive will be under notifications, as well as a text message. So when you initially get set up, you will get notified um, with your member ID. So it says ALRS mobile enrollment done. User ID is, and it gives you your user ID, and it tells you your initial PIN is your 10-digit mobile number. So anytime you get your account reset, it always reverts back to your 10-digit mobile number. So I have come across where some people are expecting either a text message or an email or something with a link. That's not the case. When you submit for a reset, you'll have your member ID, but it always goes back to your 10-digit mobile number. Okay. The other message that you will get from your initial setup is it tells you where. So here's actually my text message that I just got. And this is for verification. This is for arrival October 15th. Uh, the reservation has been completed, and my lodging site is Presidential Inn. So that's the hotel that we had just selected when we submitted for our request. Now, if I go back here to notifications, as you can see, there's a new one here at the top, and it tells me the exact same thing. Reservation has been completed. Lodging site Presidential Inn. Okay. Now I go back, hit the menu button. Under my bookings, I can select my bookings, and in here is actually this is the request that we had just submitted a few minutes ago. I can click on the on this section here, and it does give me a little more details. It tells me the name of the hotel, the address, the telephone number, and my check-in and check-out dates. Okay, down here at the bottom, we have a few more options. Um, One says call. So if I need to call this hotel, it will populate the telephone number. You can actually call them if you have any questions or concerns, if you just need to reach out to them. Under map is it will actually map the uh, the hotel for you. Okay, and then from here you can actually get door-to-door directions. So from your actual location, you can get directions to the hotel if you're not familiar with its location. Okay, so here I can go back. Um, I can also cancel this request. So if I hit cancel, let's say I hit cancel by mistake. Are you sure you want to cancel? So it verifies, hey, you just hit cancel. Are you sure you want to cancel it? If I hit it by accident, I can go ahead and hit no. No action taken. But if it is a request that I do want to cancel, something came up and I'm not going to be able to make it, I can then hit cancel. And this go, I'm going to go ahead and hit yes. Okay. Your cancel request has been submitted. You'll receive a text message when the process is complete. Okay, so same thing, just as before. So after a few minutes, we will get we will receive a notification. But in the meantime, let me I'll continue here. So contacting services. So for example, if I needed assistance or if I had a question, here under where it says by phone, this is actually services number. So your lodging admin, this will be their telephone number. Okay, I can contact them via email. Okay, and what it does is this is actually the lodging admin's services email. It does pre-populate, my member ID there, and then here you could just go ahead and just type your question. If if you had one, then you just hit the submit button there. But in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel, delete this draft. Or if you needed to reach out to help desk, um, we have that ability also. Now, for example, same thing here. is your member ID is pre-populated into the subject line. Under it says, how can we help? Here you can actually type in your question. Okay. I need help resetting my password. Okay. So, anything like that. Down here where it says important software diagnostics, all that has to remain there. That does give us information. So if you do have issues, we can assist in that manner. So I just got the message here. So the first one again, that was our completed when we made the reservation. And then the following message here, which is the last one that we did, was when we canceled it. So you do get notified of your cancellation. So for arrival October 15, 2021, cancel completed. Lodging site Presidential Inn. Okay, so it does give you details. So back to this email here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit cancel. Go back to menu, and then under settings. So under settings, we do have the ability for you to reset your PIN. Obviously if you're logged in, but if you choose you want to change your PIN to something different, this is the section where you would do that. So, but again, it has to be it's a numerical value between 4 and 6 digits. Okay, so I'll go back to menu, settings, the biometric enrollment. What that is the facial recognition feature. Okay, so if your phone has the facial recognition ability, you can enable that. It keeps you from inputting your phone number each and every time. It'll just utilize your face ID as your passcode there. So I'm gonna go ahead and select no. And then the ALRS information, it talks about it just welcomes you to the ALRS mobile app, gives you information on how it works, and then some important considerations. Okay, go back to menu. Now, for example, let me actually let me close this out and reopen it. So here we are at the logon screen. Um, now from here, you are actually able to do a few things. Okay, like for example, so that's my ID there, my testing ID. Okay, um, each and every one's is unique, so no other person is sharing an ID. So don't go around trying to use your friend's cell phone number, cell phone, and try to log in because it remembers. So the way it does is it utilizes your member ID and your telephone number, and that's how it links into our system, into our database there. Now, in the chance that you have forgotten either your member ID or your PIN, down here at the bottom, you can select it. Um, and again, it does pre-populate your member ID there. But let's say don't know what it is, right? Down here at the bottom, it says forget member ID. Go ahead and hit that. And it does send a text message to that number, the 833-457-0800 number, and it says, who am I? So if I hit submit, as you can see, I've gone through and did a few, but it replies with your with your user ID. It says, hi, ALRS mobile user, ID MDA AM3090, right? And again, it populates it there. Now, let's just say you forgot what your PIN is. Okay, so we'll go back. You input your member ID there if it isn't already there, and then you select submit. Your PIN has been successfully updated. You will need to log in again using the mobile phone we have on file for you and set a new PIN. Okay, this is what we talked about earlier. Is anytime you submit for a password reset, it will revert back to your 10-digit mobile number. So in this case, I've got my member ID here, right? And for PIN, I will put my 10-digit number in there, and I hit submit, and then again it walks me through to change my PIN because it can't remain as your 10-digit mobile number. So I'll do I'll do once as my PIN, and I hit submit, and then here we are. We're back into the app, so we're able to do lodging again. And yeah, same thing. So if you reach out to your contact services by phone, if you reach out to your lodging admin, they can also assist with password resets, um, and any modes of communication and reaching out to your admin. Um, but if you have any questions, please reach out to either your admin or us at tech support. We'd be more than happy to help out. All right. Thank you.